Hey fellow Deathmatch Michi Turbo players, this video is going to be a quick analysis of how Loot Machine plays when he is with his brother Zero to Hero. This game is going to be of the 2v2 they played against the Dark Knight and Buddy. When the game starts, Loot goes for the market, buying max stone, selling some food and buying more stone to give him over 10,000 stone. He achieves this because, as any experienced player knows, as soon as the screen fades from the loading screen where you are able to visually see your civilizations and players and the teams and the map settings on the right, when it fades to black, your hotkeys work. So keep that in mind. Afterwards, like most experienced players in this setting, he will town center his gold and stone piles and place markets on his corner, as well as markets somewhere off to the side or close by to quickly produce trade carts. For this video purposes, I will be fast forwarding to the events that I am narrating. So 3 markets on the corner for trade, and he has his markets right over here. I believe it's 10. No, I'm wrong. It's selecting those markets as well. 8 markets right here in his base. It's going to vary from game to game. You don't need to shoot for that amount if you try to copy this format. He places a monastery to gather the relic. But that is beside the point. What I honestly think is signature to Loot Machine's Tatar play style is his base building when it comes to his castles. And others may disagree with me on this. That is perfectly fine. I'm open to all forms of disagreeing with me and criticism, or however you want to phrase it. His base building, when it comes to his castles, and this game alone shows the full potential of TATARS when used in this setting, as he masses an incredible 31 castles spanning from his right corner to the middle, and then a few in Zero to Hero's base as well. Now keep in mind that production for those 31 castles is very important, so after the castles are queued or completed, he drops a combination of military buildings, which you will see momentarily. With the game sped up, you can see his houses starting to form along the minimap as well as on screen. Here we have castles being placed with a wall behind them, a Tatar stone wall behind them. The wall is going to be going all the way up to the houses, and he's going to gate every section. And we travel to the middle side. You see the same format being in place for him as well. What his brother Zero to Hero is doing, on the other hand, he has a total of 53 farmers. He is Incas. Incas do not require a lot of economy, and they can still sling and fight, which makes them highly beneficial. Here we see the stone coming into play from Loot Machine in the form of castles being queued. He will drop more, I believe. I'm assuming he's going to drop some here, possibly over here, and possibly over here as well. But he does end up having 31 castles on this side of the map before the treaty expires. Well, they're queued, not completed fully, which could be a key point in how to play against him, which I will honestly go ahead and speak about. Apologies, a little bit tongue twisted. Now, if you try to copy this in any sort, remember this only works if you are playing with a good team player, someone who can slingshot you to the heavens and fight as well. So civilizations like Incas and Teutons will flourish here. Civs like Saracens will suffer, in my opinion. And honestly, if you're playing Tatars and trying to copy this and you're playing with the Persians, you're not going to be doing something like this, because Persians require a lot of sling. Their Persian war elephants alone are incredibly expensive. When you compare the cost effectiveness to the Tatars and how quickly they can produce versus Persian war elephants, I believe Tatars have a major upper hand, especially with the damage that a large group of flaming camels can do to a large group of Persian war elephants. But not everyone makes solely only Persian war elephants alone. Other players will mass other armies or other forces in their armada as well, including hand cannoneer scorpions, etc., etc. So we're gonna click the castles. 30 castles so far on screen. 31, I missed one down there at the bottom left. 31 castles. Bottom left corner. 31 castles from Loot Machine. And this is what I was talking about. It's going to have archery ranges and stables separated by 2 forms of gates, one in front, one behind, which is separated by another form of gates, which are directly in front of the castles on his side of the map. And it looks like it's going to extend all the way to the middle. Now, mind you, the time limit, the time so far is 20 minutes in game. What I was talking about earlier, the key factor, if you play against him, I have stated this before, others may disagree with me on this, that's perfectly fine. There's a weakness to this strategy. There are 2 weaknesses to this strategy. One is if you are playing with 2 players that are very good at unit control, who are very fast with the rush and have supportive eco behind them, whether it be their own or not. If 2 players push directly through the middle, they can reach right here in this sector before these castles are even completed. So they can breach the gates, bombard cannons of sort, hand cannoneers, mass hand cannoneers to counter the flaming camels, and they're gonna have to have a tank unit. So for example, like Kimmer ballista, or no, Kimmer battle elephants, Persian war elephants, even a mass group of Saracen Mamelukes can do wonders to gates. Also, the other thing to take note in, a potential target would be the slinger. If you go straight for the slinger, that means Loot Machine cannot fully fight his side. He has to commit to protect the person who is slinging him. So if you break through to the slinger, it's GG. If you break through to the mid, it's GG. It's pointless attacking his base head on. He will fully commit in front of his base, but he can't fully commit 2 sides, especially if one person is attacking his base, but this person over here is going 100%, no, not 100, but going maybe 50% with this person who is also going, no, with this person, I'm sorry, I'm thinking too much. If he is going with this person who is going 100% directly ahead. So there are ways to counter this. It's been done before. It could be done again. But thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, catch you guys later. Peace.